The lesson today is, it can be but my gratitude I earn. It can be but my gratitude I earn. You can even add my own. It can be but my own gratitude I earn. Here is the second step we take to free your mind from the belief in outside force pitted against your own. I'll start over there. Here is the second step we take to free your mind from the belief in outside force pitted against your own. You make attempts at kindness and forgiveness, yet you turn them to attack again unless you find external gratitude and lavish thanks. Your gifts must be received with honor lest they be withdrawn. And so you think God's gifts are loans at best. At worst, deceptions which would cheat you of defenses to ensure that when he strikes, he will not fail to kill. How easily are God and guilt confused by those who know not what their thoughts can do. Deny your strength, and weakness must become salvation to you. See yourself as bound, and the bars become your home. Nor will you leave the prison house or claim your strength until guilt and salvation are not seen as one, and freedom and salvation are perceived as joined, with strength beside them to be sought and claimed and found and fully recognized. The world must thank you when you offer it release from your illusions. Yet your thanks belong to you as well, for its release can only mirror yours. Your gratitude is all your gifts require, that they be a lasting offering of a thankful heart, released from hell forever. Is it this you would undo by taking back your gifts because they were not honored? It is you who honor them and give them fitting thanks, for it is you who have received the gifts. It does not matter if another thinks your gifts are unworthy. In his mind, there is a part that joins with yours in thanking you. It does not matter if your gifts seem lost or ineffectual. They are received where they are given. In your gratitude, are they accepted universally and thankfully acknowledged by the heart of God himself? And would you take them back when he has gratefully accepted them? God blesses every gift you give to him, and every gift is given him because it can be given only to yourself. And what belongs to God must be his own. Yet you will never realize his gifts are sure, eternal, changeless, limitless, forever giving out, extending love, and adding to your never-ending joy, while you forgive but to attack again. Withdraw the gifts you give, and you will think that what is given you has been withdrawn. But learn to let forgiveness take away the sins you think you see outside yourself, and you can never think the gifts of God are lent but for a little while before he snatches them away again in death. For death will have no meaning for you then. If you withdraw the gifts you give, you will think that what is given you has been withdrawn. And with the end of this belief is fear forever over. Thank yourself for this, for he is grateful only unto God, and he gives thanks for you unto himself. To everyone who lives will Christ yet come, for everyone must live and move in him. His being in his Father is secure, because their will is one. Their gratitude to all they have created has no end, for gratitude remains a part of love. Thanks be to you, the Holy Son of God. For as you were created, you contain all things within yourself, and you are still as God created you. Nor can you dim the light of your perfection. In your heart, the heart of God is laid. He holds you dear because you are Himself. All gratitude belongs to you because of what you are. Give thanks as you receive it. Be you free of all ingratitude to anyone who makes yourself complete. And from this self is no one left outside. Give thanks for all the countless channels which extend this self. All that you do is given unto Him. All that you think can only be His thoughts, sharing with Him the holy thoughts of God. Earn now the gratitude you have denied yourself when you forgot the function God has given you. But never think that He has ever ceased to offer thanks to you. What a useful lesson it can be, but my gratitude I earn. We will now take this in. See, there is no cause or reason for defense or attack. It's a deep cause for gratitude to be felt in all circumstances and with anyone that comes to your mind. Very nice lesson today. Very, very helpful. Change the thinking of the little I. Protection of the little me. Just give thanks to everyone and everything, regardless of if the gifts are received or not. Even if the reflections are looking angry, seeming angry, or attacking you, or you still owe them gratitude. There's such power in that. Because we can relax and lay aside our own defenses. It's nice when the lesson makes total sense. This lesson makes total sense to the right mind. I think to the wrong mind, it does not make sense. And I think no lesson of the course makes sense to the wrong mind. But we're here to learn, we're not it. We're not the wrong mind. The wrong mind thinks it is a victim to external events and circumstances. And yesterday we watched the movie Spirit, and it was totally depicting the hero's journey, the hero of the dream, which is sometimes a victim or a slave, according to itself. But after the movie, we laughed. We laughed really hard because we were looking at how crazy it is to make up such a dream. Especially you were like, you said, I must have been really bored.
Yeah.
They made up Syrian.
Such a drama. It's a Syrian story. Such an intense story.
Yeah. And we can laugh, we can smile at our dream when we step aside and just look at it from the mind, from mind's perspective. If you look from the character's perspective, you're still in it. You're kind of caught in it. If you step out and look at your dream from the mind, from the dreamer, yeah, we can just giggle. It's not that serious, even if it's from Syria.
I just remembered actually that I said I must have been so bored that I create so much. And I said, such a heavy player. But can the Son of God be bored? Why there was boredom in the first
Good
place?
question. You know, that is the number one question of the ego. And the ego will never understand the answer to that question. So it's actually meaningless to answer it. Why would the Son of God be bored? He wouldn't. He would never be bored. He couldn't be bored. But if you have an experience of being separate, you must believe that you have separated, that you are not the Son of God, that you are not who you are. And that's what we need to look at, that crazy belief. There's no use in asking why. How could the Son of God be bored? Because the answer is no, he actually couldn't. But if you find yourself in an experience that is not supreme joy and happiness and peace and oneness, you can easily conclude that you must have had a tiny mad idea coming in where you forgot to laugh. Now you actually remember to laugh at it, which is a great success on the journey, because it becomes light then, you know, so identified as the character. And that's the goal, to see yourself as no different from anyone else. Like your interest is the same as everyone else's. Awakening is your interest. And then it becomes light.
Light and love.
Yeah. Yeah. Does anyone want to put something on the altar this morning or go into something? You just invite, the Spirit just invites you to lay aside anxiety and pain and fear. Solving.
Yeah. There's these thoughts. I would like to put on the altar. I'm extremely jealous at this moment. And Grace. And realizes these thoughts about being excluded again. And I'm actually quite irritated that she is allowed to say that she needs hugs and be close to everyone. And I'm so jealous that she's actually able to say that.
Do you want to say it too?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can say it too. But maybe she is you.
Yeah, this is like, oh, yeah, I felt so huge, intense jealousy. And actually angry. Yeah. So I'm not allowing myself to think like that. And I had this flashing up of memories from child, and even being told later, even when I was quite an old child, I still kept coming up with my pillow in the middle of the night to my parents and wanted to be there. And I think I feel guilty around that. The neediness of just being held. And I am afraid of asking. I'm afraid that gonna be like, like, yeah, being told off, like, you're such a pushy. Get a grip on yourself. Yeah, being looked down at. Being seen as weak.
Oh, you have your hugger.
You heard the cat?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It, accept what's given. It's given for your deepest healing, acceptance that you're exactly where you need to be.
Yeah, and when she's coming in and really needy, I have been like judged that as wrong.
Mm.
But at the same time, I actually do enjoy just sitting there and stroking her, and yeah. Yeah, I think I do judge that quite tense in myself.
You heal that needy part of you by giving the affection to her when she's needy. And you see how you want to reject it. Like you want to
I have
reject
been looking at that, yes. How yeah, even fearful I have been around it. Yeah. 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 Even fearful of letting her in. Fearful of letting anyone in. It's like huge responsibility. I've had that with my son too. He all his life he had, even as an adult, he just sometimes wants to hug really and have this neediness that I don't like. I just don't like it.
the key is to see everyone's gain or everyone's progress as your own. And we're here we actually don't really need, it can be a stepping stone to have affection, but what you need is peace of mind, it's deep affection from Holy Spirit, from within. And that's always available. The ego will make something else, like they want a personal affection, make it also unreachable or something. The ego does all that. But to trust what is given and the timing of things. Because it is, to undo the timeline, there are temporary assignments and means sent by the Spirit for our highest good. So, and for our healing, so to accept them as they are, you know, in time, for the undoing of time. That's very conducive. Because Jesus says, you made specifics, and now it is with specifics we must work. You yourself made them. So we need to work with specifics to undo them step by step. So a relationship or an assignment with somebody to be closer for a while, to support the steps. Yeah. So it goes. Or with the cat. So healing. And in a few hours, we'll see you over here. And have that assignment for joining here. Anybody else?
Yeah. Yeah. When Sobai said that jealous of even Grace saying that she was needy or wanted love, or
Here's a new name. Her name is Neda.
Neda.
Never.
Mhm.
Neda.
Neda.
Thank you, Neda. Thank you. Sorry, Neda. Yeah.
Nada or Nada Grace, whatever feels good.
That feels true to me. It felt true at that moment that I want to limit that feeling of need or of lack. So that came up then, and I do feel critical of the cat, which has an incredible ability to put itself in the way and come and ask for love and attention, and is pretty robust about doing it. And how irritating I can find that sometimes. There's something else that I want to share, but it ties in with that, I think. So I've been having a lot of fear coming up around the thought of buying a car, spending money, running out of money. And I can see it ties in with that sense of lack. And I can see that I really avoid wanting to go there in my mind. That it might come up and then my mind will just go off on something else, or dissociate a bit. But more recently, because the prospect of not having money is stronger in my mind, then I realize I have to, I feel I have to focus on it. And it's been bringing up a place that I haven't shared with anybody, I don't think, except with Solvay, that I actually still owe some money. I owe some money to my brother. And I realize I need to speak to him about that, and I need to speak to you about it. And and so I'm feeling a lot of guilt about that. So yesterday, felt there's a lot of things were converging, and I just felt like I didn't know what was true anymore. Yeah, I feel fearful about what I feel I'm going into, even though I want to be free. I feel frightened of the place of abandonment or lack. This lack feels, I find it really painful. So yeah, I felt a bit out of control, but I also felt not really trusting. It's like, okay, I've got to trust God, and it just feels like I was starting to let go of holding on yesterday, but not knowing. The truth. So I felt like an awkward vacuum, really awkward limbo state, I think. I mean, I didn't really, until I journaled some of it, I didn't really even know that. And I was feeling quite critical with Solvay. And
yeah, maybe try to keep it short, but
okay.
I mean,
I think that's it, really. I just needed to share, particularly that about my brother.
Mm.
And it was quite a long time ago, and
yeah,
yeah, okay, that's it.
yeah, yeah.
I'm happy to stop, actually.
Mm.
It's so uncomfortable, really.
Mm.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it feels like it's very good. It feels like you are facing deep fear, lack, and abandonment.
Yeah.
Safety, false safety.
A lot of self-accusation and sense of lack of what's the word? God, I can't even think of the word. Being true, just and being seen to not be. Yeah. I mean, the word. It feels like a lot of repression and yeah.
So when you're in so many concerns, and you feel very tense or stiff or closed off, because you think it's something to resolve. There's something wrong, and you're gonna have to figure it out. and you feel very separate. And I think the cat is a blessing if she's just in the way so much and she wants so much affection. She's actually coming to show you every time, are you ready to give and receive love? Are you ready to give and receive love? She has no clue about your concerns and your worries. She's an example in that way.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
can I let go of these big, important concerns? Can I just let go of them and trust? Like, she's an example of trust and love and being in the present.
Yeah.
Almost Spirit has sent her to just say, drop it all for a moment. Drop it all for a moment. Over and over again. Drop it all for a moment and join. And you can use her as an example, as a way of, you know, see how ready you are to be in the moment, to drop all those fears and worries, even for a moment, and sit with her. You know, you don't have to force yourself, but you can watch it. You can just observe what you think is more important. What your mind is making so important and so heavy. But yeah, it does sound good to talk to your brother, you know, resolving loose ends and solving things that have been left from the past.
Yeah.
Part of the steps to release your mind.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. It's a little, feels like a battle of wills sometimes with the cat. And yeah. And sometimes she bites and stuff like that. And but I know everything you were saying is true. I know she's just a reflection, really, and what's possible and what I yearn for.
I'll see you in a few hours.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else? Should you compare yourself to the cat?
Yes.
Sometimes she bites.
It's recorded.
Okay, Gareth, did you want to share?
It was just probably about what Peter was sharing. Just resonates quite a lot.
Can't hear you.
Oh, sorry, that's
Oh,
us.
our volume is down. It's on our end. Now we hear you.
You know now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was probably just about what Peter was sharing. Just resonating so much. Yeah, and it lost me and Peter and Solvay met up while you was away. Yeah, and just it was a powerful joining for me.
Great.
It was, yeah, it is probably that fear of the money running out, and I can feel myself getting upset when Peter brings up the abandonment around that, and yeah, which I can proper resonate with. And just when you said just to let it all go, if you could drop all that, even for a second, I can feel this absolute relief, even a bit of a relief with Larry taking on half. But yeah, just not to have that heavy weighted burden of, yeah, I need to do this on my own, I need to, yeah, I need to perform something for this outcome, and yeah, just to put that on the altar, really. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's a relief. All concerns and worry on the altar, because then your mind can get so clear that you can receive guidance around specific things, but with it from a light place. From a place, oh, sure, I can do that, Holy Spirit, or okay, that's the direction, you know, but not a personal, heavy investment.
Yeah, I think it's more like the little me who's got to make it happen for some. Probably feels like if I don't make it happen, love will be taken away, or I don't know, I feel like I'm failing in some way. So I can't even see past that.
Well, don't let the family run out of you just because you run out of money. So.
It's a conversation yesterday.
Yeah, we're all in this together. There aren't even any personal problems. Just really here to stay in it together and allow guidance to come in. Gentleness.
Thank you so much. Love you all.
Love you. Have a great day.
Wanted to let everyone know that we're going to shift tomorrow's meeting. We're no longer going to do the Sunday meetings at 10 a.m. It's all going to be 8:45, 7 days a week. So tomorrow will be 8:45 for our gathering. So.
Special Sundays. Every day is the Christ day. We don't have a special day for Sunday. Okay. Love you.
Love you guys.